seem to understand what that means. The Japanese were a lot in 1945 were a lot tougher than we are today, and yet it took only two nuclear weapons to get them to surrender. So people are saying, Iran may have only a couple of nuclear bombs. That's all they need. If they're willing to die and we're not, then there's nothing short of surrender.
So what do you think we should do about Iran?
Stop them from getting nuclear weapons.
And that would mean attacking them, or
sure.
A lot of people recognize the threat of Iran, but you're actually one of the few people that I've talked to who really see it as a kind of the term these days is existential threat to the United States. It really changes our existence.
Oh, absolutely. Going all the way back to the Ayatollah Khomeini, he said that his first loyalty is not to Iran, it's to Allah. And so if we can't deter them with the threat that we'll come in and destroy a whole lot of innocent Iranians. They don't care. I mean, you can't deter suicide bombers.
So deterrence worked. We're here at the Hoover Institution, which is home to a lot of people who were architects of the deterrence policy. Deterrence worked during the Cold War, but you don't think it will work today?
No, because you can't deter suicidal people. You either stop them or you don't stop them.
That's it. What do you guys thought?
Honestly, these guys are weird enough to run into the city with a nuclear bomb on their back.
Yeah.
And that's why we got to stop them.
I didn't know that. Just my bad. He was right, because he was like, in the video he was saying like how, to Domino's point, they ran around with bombs, and the guy in the video, he said that one of the Iran people said that they're not to I say it wrong. They're not to Iran, they're to Allah. And
yep.
So these guys are gonna be a tough opponent, not because they're military force or anything, but because no matter how many times we bomb them, they're not really gonna care. They're gonna keep fighting until they're
all gone.
Yeah.
We were gonna kill them anyway.
Just stop.
Don't say you didn't care what?
They should just stop trying.
That would be nice.
Please, just stop trying.
That would be nice. But again, guys, and I think this may be the theme of the morning, man. Like, hey, man, everybody's not the same. We're just not the same. This is what they do, man. They literally do suicide bombings. They go into places and blow themselves up if it means that they're gonna take out what they want to take out. Does that sound like something Americans would do? No. We like being alive. Right? We've got to understand, like, that's who we're dealing with. And for all these years, everyone has known that about them. Everyone knows this about them. Everyone's watched. Everyone said it needs to be stopped. Something needs to be done. Something needs to be done. And no one does anything. And now Trump has. And I'm telling y'all, watch out for that quote. That's going to be a campaign pitch for the midterm. Everybody talks about it. Trump does something. Everybody knows that. Everybody with half a brain knows that about Iran. You guys saw the documentary yesterday. It used to be Persia. They came in, they did the Islamic thing, they took it over, and it's been a terrorist state ever since. And everyone has known it. They've taken American lives left and right, all over the place. They sponsored terrorism all over the world. October 7th, they paid for it. Hamas and them work for them. Everybody knows these people are evil. Everybody, whether they want to admit it or not, knows this religion is, call it whatever you want, evil. Especially the way they priced in the Sandy. And again, I will reiterate, there is an American cleaned up version that I think is fine for the brothers in Philly. The brothers who be going to jail with, that's fine. Keep it Americanized, right? Once you start bringing in all these illegals and all these, people from these third world that want to come in and like, nah, they want to beat their women. Nah, I'm going to bury her neck in sand and throw rocks at her if she says no.
Oh.
It gets weird, man. So we're not the same. And this is why, we can't have our army and just be like, all right, well, if anyone messes with America, we'll do something. Well, yeah, but they're kind of messing with everything else in the world around America right now. They're giving oil to China, to Russia, right? They're funding terrorists all over the world. Like, we can't just sit at home and keep our armed forces locked up in a cage and go, well, if anybody comes and touches our land, then we'll go and get them. No, we're going to wait. We're going to prevent it from ever getting to that point. Why always sit around and wait for Iran to get the capabilities to hurt us before we went and stopped them? They walk around and cheer death to America. I don't think if they've got an opportunity to hurt us, they're gonna be like, not this Friday. No, the second they had an opportunity to hurt America, they will. Because that's who they are. Now we're not. We're America. We grew up. We have a different life, but they don't. So people have to take measures to make sure they don't come intruding on the way we live our life.